Hiya, today I'm going to be doing a double show review, and today I'm going to be reviewing Criss Angel and Penn and Teller. The reason I'm reviewing both of these together is in case you're swithing between the two shows, because they're both magic shows. Even though the two of them are very different, I just thought that I would review them together and let you know what one I thought was the best. Just before I get into this review, I would just like to say that before I went to Vegas, I knew who Criss Angel was and I remembered them from the 90s. And I also knew who Penn and Teller were because I have watched pretty much all of their shows, and before I went to see them I thought that they were absolutely amazing. But with that being said, there's this magician called Dan Brown, and he is my favourite magician by far. I've been to see him 3 times. Obviously he's a magician, a hypnotist and an all-round performer, and he really is my favourite. So when I go and see any magic show or I see anything magic at all on TV, I'm always comparing them to Dan Brown. I'll always say, Dan Brown can do that. So this was in my mind when I went to see both of these shows, and I just wanted to let you know that before I gave you my review, because that is always in the back of my mind when I watch any magic show. So in the Criss Angel show, a lot of it is video clips showing you things that he did in his past and how he ended up where he is now, and it showed you tricks that he used to do in the 90s and told you about his music career and everything like that. And his most famous trick is when he levitated above the Luxor Hotel, which was pretty impressive. And I'm not going to tell you a lot about what happens in the show, but obviously at the end of it he does a trick similar to that where he flies across the stage. And honestly, I felt as if that was the best part of the show. It was pretty impressive, even I thought so, but a lot of the rest of the show was all close-up tricks and, you know, kind of like just normal magician magic. So when I see somebody doing a close-up coin or card trick and they're giving it all the, oh, this is the most amazing trick in the world, I've just made this coin disappear, I've just made this card appear, and I'm just sitting there like, Dan Brown could do that. Dan Brown could do that like with his eyes closed. Do you know what I mean? That's not impressive to me. Obviously I can't do it, do you know what I mean? I can't make coins disappear, but I know that Dan Brown can do it easily. So to me, I don't really find things that impressive. And as I said, a lot of the show is really about telling you about how he became to be what he is, and it tells you a lot about his music career and stuff like that. Now to me, I was there to see him do magic and I wasn't really interested in his music career, but obviously that's good for people who are actually Criss Angel fans. I work with somebody who loves Criss Angel and she said that she would love to go and see him. And I'm sure that she would be interested to find out all about his past and his music career and all that, but it just wasn't for me. And honestly, I spent most of the time sitting there kind of wishing I wasn't there, and the tickets weren't exactly cheap. If you're going to Vegas and you don't know who Criss Angel is, and you're sitting there watching this video, then you might be interested in all that, but I just wasn't interested. I just wasn't interested in knowing about his songs that he brought out and the band that he was in and how he ended up, he was poor and then he ended up having money. Do you know what I mean? I was just there to see the magic, and then when I did see the magic I really wasn't that impressed with it, but then the show at the end was actually really good. So then I went to see Penn and Teller, and I was so excited because I've always watched Penn and Teller shows. I've followed them for years, ever since I was a little girl, and I just thought that they were amazing. When the show first started, they did have quite a bit of audience interaction, unlike the Criss Angel show. The Criss Angel show was kind of just about him and that was it, but with the Penn and Teller show they did involve the audience quite a bit, and it was more personal and you really felt as if they were kind of talking to you. Once again, they were doing quite a few tricks and I was kind of thinking, well, Dan Brown can do that, but then Teller got up and done one of his own tricks with coins in a tank, and I was actually quite impressed with it, to be honest. I mean, it might not have been the most advanced trick in the world, but it was quite good. In the middle of the show they recreated somebody else's trick, and they didn't change it or anything, they just did it exactly the way they used to do it. And it was kind of old style magic when the magician comes on with his assistant and he's pulling doves out and everything. And at first it was kind of alright, but it just dragged on for too long. It was one of the ones where, you know how like he's going like as if he's got to do a trick and pull something out the hat and nothing comes out. And you know, it's just like that kind of Paul Daniels magic, and it just goes on for too long and it's not funny. I wasn't amused with it at all. I was actually just sitting there thinking, I wish this trick would end already. I feel as if it's taking up half the show. They did do quite a lot of tricks that involved the audience, and I thought that it was quite good. Some of the tricks to me were really obvious how they done them, but that's only because I watch magic quite a lot and I kind of know how they do a lot of it, especially things like with the mind control and stuff like that. Not that I can do that myself, but I do know how it's done. One thing that really put me off this show is that they've got their own TV show called Fool Us or Fool Me, and they bring on other magicians to do magic, and then they've got to say if they knew how they done it or not, and to say if they fooled them. And I've watched that show many times, and the magicians have got up and done the tricks, and then like they're whispering to each other saying, oh, like, do you know how they done it? And then they say that they're fooled. And I'm sitting there thinking, I've been watching you since I was a wee girl, and I know for a fact that you know how that was done. I know how that was done, and you're sitting there saying that you were fooled. And it drives me insane, because I know that people can do the same trick in different ways, and sometimes they'll say, oh, did you do it like this? And they'll say, no, we didn't do it like that. And they'll say, right, we're fooled. And I kind of think, right, okay. But sometimes, like, there's no way that they're fooled. And then when they were talking about that show when we went to see them, they were saying that the producer tells them if they're fooled or not. Now, if you've got a reality show, I know that all reality shows are fixed to an extent, but you would think that you could watch one reality show that's actually real, and they're standing up there saying that the producer tells them if they're fooled or not. Just totally fake. I know that all magic shows are fake. They stand up there and tell you, you know what I mean, it's not real magic that we're doing, we're just fooling people. But to actually have a TV show where you're going to sit in front of your live audience and lie and say that you're fooled when you're not, no, it totally put me off. My advice for choosing who you're going to go and see would be, if you like dancing, music and a big performance, then go and see Chris Angel. If you want a simple show with magic in it, then go and see Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller were funny and they were amusing to watch and they were good. And Chris Angel, basically I just thought most of his show was kind of a waste of time with a couple of good tricks in it. But to me, they just weren't as good as Darren Brown, and that's all I just kept thinking. You know, like I've came here and I've paid all this money to see this show, and Darren Brown's better. What I will say as well is that Penn and Teller tickets are cheaper, and when you get the little catalogues in Vegas, you can get 30% off your tickets, so you get it for even cheaper. So with that being said, I would probably just go and see Penn and Teller, because it was good. Do you know what I mean? It just annoyed me because they were basically telling you that the show is fake, and I hate things to be fake. Even though they'll stand there and say, oh, Darren Brown's fake, his shows are fake, he edits things out his shows and all that. Do you know what I mean? But they've just like annoyed me because their actual TV show is fake. As far as I'm aware, Chris Angel's show is the same all the time and he never changes it, but the Penn and Teller show changes quite often and they change their tricks quite a lot. But that's only what I've heard. I mean, I've only been to see each one of them once. So with that being said, let me know in the comment section if you've seen any of these shows and what one you preferred, or if you've seen any other magic shows in Vegas that you would like to recommend. If you would like to see any more tips, tricks and review videos from Vegas, I'll leave the link for the playlist in the description box below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye!